Assalamualaikum. We are from group 20. We will present about time study for process of Vietnamese roll. As for introduction, this study is a study on making process of Vietnamese roll. It consists of preparation, making and cleanup. Preparation is where we prepare the ingredient for making the roll that contains sauce, crab meat, rice paper, rice vermicelli or rice noodle, soy sauce, cucumber and lettuce. As for preparation, we prepare the ingredient and tools that need in the process. Next, for making process, we make the Vietnamese roll about 10 roll while we record it. Then, for the cleaning process, we clean all the tool or things that we use and put back the ingredient to their original place or put the ingredient in the refrigerator.
So the next part is the process flow chart. For the preparation process, first we have to place a bowl of water on the table. We put a bowl of crab sticks, a bowl of sliced cucumber, a bowl of mihun, a bag of rice papers, a bowl of lettuce, and a preparation plate on the table. And then we grab a pair of scissors, cut the bag of rice papers, and then take the rice papers out of the plastic. And the operation process took a total of 42 seconds. For the making process, first we have to take a piece of rice paper, soak the rice paper with water, and then put rice paper on the preparation plate. And then we put lettuce, cucumber, mihun, crab stick on the rice paper, and then we roll the rice paper, put the roll on a serving plate. So the operation process took a total of 1 minute 14 seconds, and the storage process took 2 seconds. So the last one is the cleaning process. First step is to put leftover lettuce and cucumber in a bowl, put away empty bowl, put away empty plate, keep leftover rice papers back in its plastic, keep leftover mihun and vegetables, keep leftover crab sticks, put away bowl of water, spray countertop with surface cleaner, wipe countertop using tablecloth, and lastly to wash the dishes. So the operation process took a total of 1 minute 33 seconds, and the storage process took a total of 24 seconds.
Alright, so for the next part, I will explain about the time study of operation. So firstly, I will explain how we calculate the performance rating, which is in performance rating, we use the Westinghouse system, which is it has a multiple value based on our performance. Okay, in skill, we only get fair, which is negative 0.10, and in condition, we only get average with 0.00, and in effort, we only get fair also with 0.08, and in consistency, we get fair also with negative 0.02, and lastly, we total up all the value and we get negative 0.2. Then to get the performance rating, we need to plus with 1, which is 1 plus negative 0.2, so equal to 0.8. And we need to convert to percent. So 0.8 times with 100%, then we get the 80% for performance rating in making Vietnam roll. So this is our time study, which is we already mark down the readings based on our video that already we made, and we need to identify the real time and average time first. So the real time in white box, which is we already get from the video, and for the average time, we need to minus the real time, then we get the average time, which is in the yellow box. So after we get the readings, we need to calculate the cycle time, which is we need to total up the average time and divide by the cycle. So we have, but in the reading, we get the many of outliers, which is in element 1 we get 2 outliers, element 2 we get one outliers, which is in in red box, And element 3, we got 1 outliers also. And element 4, we get 2 outliers. So in the cycle time, we don't need to include the outliers in the calculation. Alright, so for example, I will explain for element 1. So total average that we got is 140, which is we sum up all the average time except the outliers. So we got the 140 and divide by 8. Why 8? Because we have 2 outliers. So we have in original we have 10 cycle, but we have 2 outliers. So 10 minus with 2, we got only 8 cycle only that we use. So the total up the average we divide by the cycle that we use only, which is it don't have outliers. So basically, which is it is 140 divided by 8. So we get the 17.5 in average for element 1. Sorry, in cycle time for element 1. So for the element 2, we have 1 outliers. So after we total up the average time, we got 83. Then divide by 9 only. And then we get 9.2. So next for the element 3, we got 1 outliers also. So we total up first, and then we got 154, then divide by 9, so we get 17.1. And lastly, for the element 4, we got 2 outliers. Then then we calculate the average time first. We got 200, then divide by 8. Then we got 25.0 for the average time. So the total up for average time, which is cycle time, for the 4 element, we get 68.8. And then for the performance ratings, normal time and standard time calculation, I will pass to the next presenter. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Najwa binti Husain. As know that Vietnam's rules having 4 steps, which is first scrape the popiah sheet and dip into the water. Second step, place popiah sheet on the palette and grab the salad. Third step is grab cucumber, mihun and crab stick. And for the last step is roll the popiah sheet and put aside. For calculation, normal time and standard time, first must calculate actual and average time. The formula is total cycle time each step divided by cycle time. As they show in the slide, step 1 average time is 17.5, second step is 9.2, third step is 17.1, and last step is 25.0. And the overall total for average time is 68.8. Next, for calculate normal time, the calculation is average time must multiply with performance rating, which is performance ratings of Vietnam's rules is 0.8. As conclusion, normal time for step 1 is 14 seconds per unit. Second step is 7.36 seconds per unit. Third step is 13.68 seconds per unit. And last step is 20 seconds per unit. Lastly, for the standard times, normal times multiply with allowance, which is allowance is 1.15. As conclusion, step 1 is 16.10 second. Step 2 is 8.46 second per unit. Step 3 is 15.37 second per unit. And lastly, 20 second per unit. And total standard time is 63.30. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day. Today I'll present about the normal time, standard time, and also overall standard time of the preparation operation, and also cleaning operation. The average time of preparation is 63.6 seconds per batch. For normal time, we calculate it by multiplying the average time with PR. PR equals to 0.8. Standard time is calculated by multiplying normal time with allowance. The allowance is equal to 1.15. So the normal time of preparation process is 50.88 seconds per batch, whereas the standard time is equal to 58.51 seconds per batch. For cleaning process, the average time is 94.3 seconds per batch, whereas the normal time is equal to 75.36 seconds per batch. And lastly, the standard time of cleaning process is 86.66 seconds per batch. Calculation of capacity and revenue. This is the table of work process of preparation, making, and cleaning. For setup time, we don't have setup time for preparation and cleaning processes, whereas we have 42 seconds of setup time for making process. For cleanup time, preparation, we don't have cleanup time, whereas we have cleanup time for making and cleaning process, 24 seconds for both, for each of the steps. Next, calculation of cycle time. Calculation of cycle time is calculated by adding the setup time with the multiplication of units per batch and also the standard time, and then divide by the units per batch. For preparation, we have 0 setup time, so the cycle time is 58.51. For making process, we have 42 seconds of setup time, so we add it with the multiplication of 10 and 63.30, the standard time for making, and divide by the batch per unit, we get 67.5 per Vietnam roll. For cleaning process, we don't have any setup time. The cycle time is 56.66 seconds per Vietnam roll. Calculation of capacity. For calculation, we calculated capacity per day and capacity per minute. For preparation, we take the 28,800 seconds minus the cleanup time. For preparation, we don't have enough time, and then divide by the standard time. So the capacity per day for preparation is 492.22 per batch. So capacity in unit, we take the capacity per day and multiply by 10, which equals to 404,922. For making process, we have cleanup time of 24 seconds. So we subtract it from 28,800 and then divide by the standard time. So we get 454.5 minutes. For the round up, we get 455 minutes. For capacity in unit, we get 4,550 units. Lastly, for cleaning process, we have cleanup time of 24 seconds. So 28,800 seconds minus the cleanup time, 24 seconds, and then divide by the standard time, 86.66, goes to 332 units. The capacity is unit equals to 3,300. Lastly, the revenue calculation. Selling price of 1 Vietnam roll is 50 cents per 50 cents. So the capacity per unit equals to 4,550 divided by 10. We get 155. The revenue per month is equals to 5,915 ringgit. That's all from me. Thank you.
As for the conclusion, time and motion study develop efficient and effective work methods, establish time standard, balance assembly line, estimate labor costs, develop effective tooling, select proper equipment, and lay out manufacturing facilities. As for this project, using time study, show us the normal time and standard time for making process of Vietnamese roll per roll. Benefit that we get is determination of productivity improvement goals and provide recommendation for the most efficient way to perform the task. Thank you.